Recently, we've been seeing Adam 22 and Sharp going back and forth since Adam fired Sharp from no jumper.
Actually, let me tell you what he said.
And something.
Hold on, this is what he said.
Okay. Church.
Wack. I had something going on before I came here. You know, I had something going on. You didn't do that for me. That's what he said.
I was just watching a.
That's what he said.
They've been dropping diss songs back and forth, and I'm not gonna lie, Adam 22 kind of got gas. As long as you can look past the pause-worthy content, he actually decent. But Sharp just dropped a diss song, and I gotta say, Sharp up 1 right now. But before there was Sharp, there was AD. Out of all the people that worked at No Jumper, I have to say, AD had to been the most loyal one. But I guess loyalty and business don't mix when it comes to No Jumper.
You know what I'm saying this is your man's, bro. This who got in the mud with you, bro, was kind of like, going down for No Jumper, and it was just kind of stuck at a weird space. He got in the mud with you and helped you and did what he could do and put it on his back with you. Check on y'all beefs. Did all real so you can at least give him that respect to talk to him like a real homie and not go confide, just started working for you a year ago. You feel me? And have to hear it from him and Discord. That shit look crazy, my nigga. You feel me?
Well, the Discord part I agree is insane, but you know, it's like at the end of the day, I was just having a conversation about a big decision that I was considering making behind the scenes. I mean, this is the fact that it got out insane, but let's keep in mind, why did it get out there? It got out there because loose lips sink ships and lush mouths.
Hey man, should have went straight to AD is all I'm saying.
Man, listen, at the end of the day, you know how mama heard that shit too. That shit is foul as Adam. I'm gonna keep it gangster with you, bro. I would never ever in my life do that if I ever had a problem with you, I come to you all the time. I tell you this,
bro.
I always.
Bro, the fact that I have so much love for you is why.
If you had love for me like that, bro, you would have came to me like a man and said, "AD, I ain't feeling your performance right now. Step it up, or we gonna replace you." Keep it gangster. Let your nuts hang.
We had that conversation.
We ain't never had that conversation, bro. You have never had that conversation with me.
It's been well documented of their friction and tension over these past 2 years, and some people even thought about them having a reunion tour. And I actually thought that was a good look, but I guess it's too deep at this point. Wack 100 and Adam 22 talked about Sharp and BRICC Baby and AD in this recent convo that wasn't on the Adam and Wack show. And while they were talking, Wack brought up a time where Adam told Wack to call AD and tell AD to line it up for that fade. And Wack claims he was dead serious. Adam 22 spoke on it, and I'm not gonna lie, I never heard of this story before. But before we get to this content, make sure you hit that like button. Let's get this video to 100 likes. If we pass 100, 500. If we pass 500 likes, 1,000 likes. Appreciate everybody hitting that like, that subscribe. We almost at 10K. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, or if you new, make sure you turn on notifications, daily content, clip reacts reloaded. But let's get to this content.
Sharp, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's talk about Sharp, this filthy imp.
Sharp.
Well, let's get into it.
Let's talk about
Let's get into it.
Yeah, get it.
The crash house.
Go.
We packed him on Clubhouse
a couple times already. Sharp ain't shit.
Sit down.
All right, what's up? Sharp ain't from Dago. So next time you get Sharp,
I want to whoop
he's
his
Dago.
Sharp, he a butter knife.
Sharp eat period blood.
You say, Adam, yo, Sharp, I see every day. I don't know if he's like found a bunch to talk about it, he's just spacing it out. But every day he's looking away from the camera and he's sipping and he's just in a rant.
Yeah, they told me that last night, or like a night or two ago, that he went on stream and he was trying to actually talk about the election, and the numbers were sliding down like crazy because he was trying to talk about something outside of No Jumper. So I feel like he doesn't feel like he could talk about anything else because that's the only thing that anybody wants to hear him talk about. So he's kind of stuck right now, and you know, he tries to talk about anything outside of us, people just start exit stream. So I mean, honestly though, the Sharp thing would make me sad if I took him more seriously as a human being, because the truth is that we made some good money together. We had a nice relationship for a couple years there, but Sharp was like, really, if you look at everybody who has ever been on No Jumper, House Phone, AD, T-Rail, like on a sheer personality level, I was kicking it with those dudes. Like we were actually friends to some extent, you know? Now with Sharp,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. He was always the person that like we could have a cool 5-10 minute conversation, but I wasn't really trying to kick it with him because and whenever I would bring him places, I would be getting complaints from the girls. My girls started to dislike him after a while because he was so disrespectful to other random girls. So I mean, me bringing him onto the platform was kind of like me
That's a
saying,
bad thing, Adam.
but me bringing him on was kind of like me saying, all right, this guy might not be my favorite type of person, but I'm gonna bring him on because it seems like the content's working and the people are, you know, it's gonna make money. That's good for the business, whatever. But in the end, you know, he really kind of showed his true colors by just talking a bunch of instead of like approaching me with his issues, you know.
I'm gonna be real. Like the minute somebody's significant other starts to dislike you for some, you need to check it, or you on your way out. On some real,
Mm.
you off the rip. Your wife, I guarantee you, will tell you right from the first time we ever met to every time I see her, she don't have no problems with Wack. Straight
No,
up.
yeah, she likes you.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta always keep that right, because the minute when they start to feel something, that your wife is plugged into you, believe it or not. So she's gonna see some you may not see because you blinded on some man shit. The
Yeah.
minute my woman start to telling me certain things about an individual, I'm definitely gonna I'm gonna pay that attention, and the first sign I get, then I'm gonna pull back. So yeah, I don't know, man. He blames you for what wasn't happening for him, but on the same token, you don't do what he does. He went to the pimp content, and neither one of us really understand that. Adam does plug talk, but he's not. This is an understanding. This is not a force. So when we hear pimp, it's kind of like it's a manipulation or a force thing going on, right? So it's two total different things.
Yeah,
And
I mean, my girl, like her, she's a girl's girl. You know, like her relationships with women in her life are very important to her, and she anybody who's rude to like girls, and with him, it's like there's two girls who work for Plug Talk that are basically like one of them doesn't even have an Instagram, the other one has an Instagram, but they're both hella low key, and they work for Plug Talk, but they don't have OnlyFans. They're not into that, so the fact that Sharp weird to those girls, like that was for sure the beginning of Lena, not him, just because like she just demands like the basic respect to the women that work with us, and
yeah,
he totally from the very beginning, because he was just like, you got to understand how weird it is for Sharp, where he feels like he's able to have this level of control over girls, but then when it comes world, that one of the biggest things you got to learn if you're a dude who wants to do business, these girls have more control and more power than most of the
that's a
dudes.
fact.
So
That's
if
a
you're a
fact.
dude and you're talking to a chick and she's making $200,000 a month, what tell her? And for Sharp, he's not comfortable with that. He likes to keep it broken barefoot, and like they got to listen to him, and I don't think Sharp ever really got over the fact that like not one of the girls that ever came through besides homie was willing to give him,
Yeah, that's wild.
and gives him some boom, ruins his whole life. He ruined his whole life for her. It's crazy.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And then the pimp cup ends up is that really his pimp cup? Is that the cup? What is that cup, bro? It's the cup.
Actually, the funny thing about that cup is that it was never his. There was this girl that worked for No Jumper for a little while, for like a year or two, and it was a Secret Santa thing where everybody exchanged gifts, and she made that cup. She went and bought a bunch of like sticky rhinestones, and she put it all over the cup. And when he got it, like you could go back and watch the video, like he was mad when he got that cup because he felt like it was like a disrespect to his pimping culture or something. So he never even took the cup home. He left the cup at the office. So it is pretty funny that he's all butthurt about us up, because that's like it was never even his in the first place. Like he never even brought it home. But yeah, but the yeah, the cup. We got the cup. We're gonna be doing some big things with that cup.
All right, yo.
I think that's healthy.
And you know what? I thought, Adam, you and AD had that. I thought
Mm.
y'all was trolling like when they went down. I thought it was a troll. I'm like, too close, because AD used to always tell me, like, yo, I gotta be cool and all this. So it took me a minute to realize, like, these especially since the last time. Adam called me. I'm gonna say it. He said, "Hey, what's up, Wack? What up? I know AD's your boy. Yeah, you my partner. Yeah." He said, let AD know I'm ready to shoot the fair one. Let's get out." I started laughing. He said, "I'm not." He FaceTimed me. I'm serious. I'm looking at you serious, right? I called AD.
I'm crying.
I swear I called AD. I told AD, he said, "Tell AD pull up. And that's your boy. He know you're not gonna let nothing happen. I know you're not gonna let nothing happen. He can bring his guy and we can fair one. That's it, right?" I called AD. AD said, "He serious?" I said, "Yeah, he's serious." AD says, "Well, what are you gonna let me do?" I said, "You know what I'm not gonna let you do." He said, "All right, just fix it." I said, "I'm not gonna let you fight Adam. You know it's not gonna happen." Right? As much as, and I'm gonna be, I can't front. This crazy white boy wanted to fight. Straight up. He wasn't in no rage. He was calm in the pocket. And I'm like, all right. I had to call AD because he gave me instructions to call. And when I called AD, AD was like, all right, I come over there. I'm like, but he said, "Well, what do you want me to do?" I said, "I don't want you to want you to fight Adam. I don't want neither one of y'all fighting. Y'all just work out. I'm gonna call Adam. I'm gonna ask him what the situation is. He's gonna tell me. You're gonna tell me what yours is, and then y'all gonna respect that, and then we're gonna go our own ways. And hopefully one day we could all sit down and have a fun conversation." And that's where we're. But I respected the fact that he didn't give a. This was dangerous about fighting a white dude. When they make their mind up that they want to fight, this ain't about no winning. They just want to fight. And you go around and get hit with a lucky one. And
Right.
if that happens, it's over with. It was a win-win for Adam anyway. Adam could have whooped AD's ass, went and got his fact that he fought AD the Compton Crip with a boosted. But this wasn't no clout. He wanted to fight. He a pay-per-view that shit. And tell him pull up, we gonna get it out the way. And that day, I had a different type of respect for it. Straight up. But
That's crazy. I don't even remember that. That sounds wild.
you don't remember fucking FaceTiming me?
Nah, I mean, I be doing mad drugs, so it's like, remember,
Nigga,
I
you
don't.
was in your backyard
Nah,
pacing.
believe it.
Yo, you was in your backyard pacing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh,
So Adam, do you know how to fight? Like if you were to get down, do you know how to fight?
Nah, I never did anything like that. I don't know. Even that story doesn't sound like
He's
me.
just gonna put his head down and just
He
throw
done
them.
oh,
sword
It
wrestled
doesn't
before.
sound like me.
Sword wrestler.
hey,
I don't
yo,
know.
did he just say no? I never did anything like
Yes, he
He tried
did.
to say he
Adam,
do
you
big
a
drugs.
Nah, I don't even know what you're talking about.
that.
That's right, Adam. Play down.
Hey, Adam. Adam, it's Rue. So
Hi.
hey. So
How you doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Excellent.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so you guys were literally just talking about a question I wanted to ask you. So everybody thought No Jumper was going to fall off after the previous host, 80, quit. You brought on Wack, and I love y'all's chemistry together. Do you feel like Wack is one of your most valuable co-hosts?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of views and sure, and then in terms of the content itself, yeah, I feel like that's definitely, uh, yeah. I mean, he goes crazy. People, I got to give it to Remo actually, because Remo told me to do a podcast with Wack like for like a couple months before I was finally like, all right, we should do that. Was the one who convinced me that Wack would be, and a lot of like, a lot of people do like the other day, I hit up somebody to get me a Finesse Two Times interview because he was in town, and he decided that he wanted to tax, and they were like, "Why is he tax?" Because of all the access about me on there. So there are a bunch of like little ways that there's perils to working with WAG because obviously you got issues with so many people and so many people, and sometimes I wish I could just have like an easier way
That's
of
not
life.
talking. Adam, listen, I did not talk. Three dudes got out of jail. They found me on Clubhouse. Big John, some other, I don't know. Memphis, they come up, yo, what up, Wack? Who are you? We're from Memphis. We're the guys Finesse told on. So you got paperwork? Yup, we came prepared. They paperwork. We read paperwork. We reading all the names, the interrogation, all this. Because these dudes come found me. They came and found me. I'm like, do you got paperwork? They'd have said no. Then he would have been a Wack fan. But he had it, and I read it, and that's it.
Isn't he from Texas?
He lives in Texas, but he's from Memphis. So the three dudes that did the time, and he stole his name from one of them. His name was something else, Finesse. The one of the dudes he told on. So they came in the army. Now they come in here all the time. People want to expose somebody. They come in here, bring the paperwork. They know I'm asking for the paperwork. They got it. We read it. They were not in either way. That's what it is. I don't give a one way or another. I'm not gonna do nothing to you. I don't want nothing to happen done to you. I don't want your fans to stop following you. It's just content. That's it. No
Yeah,
more, no
they
less.
popped up out
I didn't even know what you did to him. I
The
just got the
three people, they
response.
went to jail for, remember all the came out. So his mother was defending him about the feds. It wasn't the feds, it was a state case. And Finesse was like 17 or something. And they did a robbery, and they asked Finesse if he wanted to tell his story. And he told them first, last, middle names of everybody who did everything. They were adults, so they went to the pen and did like 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, and shit like that. So of course, quite naturally, on the juvenile side, you couldn't pull Finesse's paperwork. But because they were the codees, they had the paperwork. So when they got out of prison, they found me on Clubhouse and came in here and ran this shit. And I guess he blames me. So it, I'm the bad guy.
Sure.
Why did Brick Baby think we were trying to replace him? I keep saying.
I mean, I think he sees everybody saying that we're trying to replace him with four extras or whatever,
Yeah, that's
and
not. Yeah, that doesn't
I
make
don't think
sense.
he don't have like a reason to think that. I think he was just responding to people who are commenting
Gotcha.
on that. But I mean, four
Yeah,
extras is his own
yeah.
person. You know, it's like if I was gonna bring him on as a consistent host or whatever, it wouldn't be to like replace Brick
Replace
Baby
Brick
because.
Baby. Yeah, nah, I don't know.
And I mean, four extras is fun as fuck to have on camera, but Brick Baby is like a very good
They're
conversationalist in
two
terms
total
of like
different people.
exactly. I don't look at them as being like, oh, they're both Crips, they're both black dudes from LA, so therefore they like are like the same dude. Like they're very different style wise. Like four extras is more like a little bit more civilized Crip Mac, if anything, right?
Yeah. Animated, got a lot of stories. Very serious, but he tells it in a funny way to the people. Like to me, I know he's serious, but to the people, they're kind of looking at like, what the am I looking at? What the is going on here? So yeah, with that, that's why I was hoping he was around. I hope he get out of whatever situation he in, because we was gonna have him and Loose Cannon interview with me and Adam and see how that chemistry work. I think that would have been an explosion, along
Yeah.
with Snoopy Badass's baby mother. Now that would have really pissed him off. Wow,
Oh man,
man,
yep. That four extras. As far as him being a host, it does look a little sketchy because he's been locked up 10
them
times in the last
times,
like
yeah.
2 months. But you know, hopefully we can figure something out.
Snoopy Badass Cannon, 4 extras, double date. Oh,
But that would be WrestleMania if we all got on a podcast together. Sweetie,
I see the little kid doing it on Instagram.
me too.
Oh, I said, oh, this stuff is really starting to go
You still
somewhere.
here though? Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get the video to 100 likes. If we pass 100, 500. If we pass 500 likes, 1,000 likes. Appreciate everybody hitting that like button, hitting that comment. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Almost to 10,000 subscribers. Appreciate everybody that's rocking with me. Let me know what y'all opinion is in the comment section about Adam 22 lining up with AD. Let me know what y'all opinion is on Adam 22 and Sharp. And let me just know your overall opinion just on the No Jumper platform and what's going on. Let me know in the comment section. We're going to talk about it, man. To the next one, another one. Gone.